Today we are putting ChatGPT 5.1 against Gemini 3 to the test to see who can create a better game from scratch. But before we get into the video, here are the 3 categories to decide which game is better. First, the game logic and the player experience to see whether the rules and the flow in the system make sense. Second, does the game run reliably? Is it freezing in the FPS? And third, how visually appealing it is. And so the game we're going to be creating today is NBA 2K. Alright, enough talking. Let's get into the video. I've asked ChatGPT to create me a quick overview to paste into both the AI models. And you guys were saying to use a thinking model instead of the quick model. So today we're going to be doing that for both the AI models. And now that we have our 20-minute timer ready, I'm going to be pasting the overview into ChatGPT to start us off. And after pretending to be the thinker, it finally came up with some code. But wait, I must warn you, ChatGPT is usually horrendous, so don't get your hopes up. I mean, it's not bad, like, I can move, I just can't see shit. And after trying to see if there was any way to fix this, I went back to ChatGPT and told it to fix the camera angle and just follow whoever has the ball. However, I would soon realize that this prompt was and I would need to change it later. And after all that complaining, it came up with this. I mean, it doesn't look bad, I just don't know how to control this without it spinning crazily. So, back to ChatGPT. And with 7 minutes on the clock, for the first time in forever, ChatGPT looked like it was on the right track. So after some more trial and error, it came up with this. It doesn't look bad and the mechanics are actually decent. And I guess you can shoot the ball, but it doesn't really work that well. So I played some more NBA 1K.
Got him! Got him!
And then I created a really long response to fix it. And by really long, I mean really long. And with 2 minutes left on the clock, this was our last hope. And just by glancing at the first look, it doesn't look bad, but we couldn't add anything else to it because the 20-minute timer ran out. But here's the overall final product of ChatGPT. I mean, you can pass the ball, you just can't really receive the ball, so your teammates are pretty much useless. Oh, I forgot to add, your teammates don't move. They're basically cones. So after moving out here like Kobe with 0 assists, I carried my team. Green. And after frying the AI even more, it was our fan favorite Gemini's turn. And after putting it in thinking mode, it was ready to give us the best basketball game ever. And within just 2 minutes, it had already supplied us with a code. This was actually an amazing start by Gemini because at least the AI were moving at the start and all the controls and the camera angles are perfect. And then I soon realized that I could also switch players. I switched to the main guy with the ball and the shot meter actually looked amazing. EA, please don't sue me. I'm broke anyway. That is actually my wallet. I'm living off of hopes and dreams. Unless you subscribe and like this video right now. Anyway, enough begging, back to the video. Here's a calm little montage because I'm the next LeBron.
Slow the bitch down, turn on the street, niggas drop one diss, had to bring out the reed. I heard my whip on the way
So
to the
anyways,
east.
after dropping that calm little 20 bomb, I told Gemini to make it so that I could also move backwards. And so after giving it some constructive criticism and making it do better, I just went back to playing because it was an amazing game. And I didn't realize it, but it had also implemented a shot clock. And after airballing not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but like 700 airballs, I went back to coding. And Gemini might have made the best game ever. This genuinely has every single feature NBA 2K25 has, because it's even highlighting the player. You can do crossovers and you can sprint. Also, you can make your center set screens. However, I couldn't shoot or pass the ball. So after a little bit of coding, it came up with this. And at first it looks fine, but then you realize that your teammates don't move. They only move when the ball isn't in someone's possession. So we had to fix that. And when the AI has the ball, they don't move either, so it's just a one-sided game. And we ran out of the thinking model, so now we're back to the basic monkey primitive model. And while we waited for Gemini to finish coding, here's another crazy montage by me, because I'm a future Hall of Famer. Corner three, bang! From DP shoots, bang! So yeah, anyways, after my Hall of Fame game, we only had 7 minutes left on the clock. And I felt like it was just too easy to make every single shot, so we had to do something about that. And with this new code, the movement and all the AI seemed cool. But when I shot it, I missed a green shot, which made no sense, and the out of bounds didn't work, so we needed to fix that. Then I hit this crazy hook shot, which hit a fan in the stands. But we don't stop there. I hit a crazy hezzy fadeaway crossover, and it still went in. And then here I hit another brick, and it still went in, which was kind of crazy. But I don't know how to deal with this. And then I played some more just to figure out what the flaws were in the game and what we needed to change. So apparently it was making every single shot, even the bad contested shots. And when it says break, the ball still goes in. And so it still needed to fix some of those errors. So I took the old code, and with a minute left on the clock, I made some final adjustments. So here's the old code before the final adjustments. And with the time done, I didn't realize it, and I added some extra adjustments, but obviously they would not count. And so this is the final code without those extra adjustments I made after the timer ended. And I think it's pretty good because the out of bounds works. I mean, still pretty much every single shot still works. Like anything can go in, but at least the AI is also shooting, and I'm shooting back, and sometimes it freezes. Not sure why, maybe because the file is too big, like again, but I think that it was still a good code. And so after playing with it a bit more, I reached the final verdict of the winner. The visual aspect clearly goes to Gemini, as it was extremely visually appealing. The player you were controlling was highlighted. The court was great. I mean, just everything was perfect. Then the technical performance has to go to ChatGPT, because Gemini was crashing at the end, and ChatGPT never crashed, so I'm gonna give that to ChatGPT. And then lastly, the game logic would definitely go to Gemini. Just made the entire game enjoyable to play. Everything was working, and I just enjoyed it. It was amazing. So that means Gemini wins in today's battle, leaving the total overall record of the series 2-1, Gemini winning. And so lastly, if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe, and peace.